Midnight Files, Season 1, Episode 5, Finale. The last passenger never left the train. Part 5, The Truth Beyond Black Ridge Tunnel. The glowing eyes stared from deep within the tunnel. Ancient, patient, watching, Daniel couldn't move. The station around him had fallen silent. Every passenger stood motionless, smiling, waiting. Beside him stood the man from 1987, his double, the man with his face, the man who had sent the letter. Daniel whispered, "What is that thing?" The duplicate stared into the darkness. For the first time, he looked afraid. "It isn't a creature." Daniel frowned. "What do you mean?" The man answered quietly, "It's the tunnel itself." Lightning flashed above the station. The darkness inside Black Ridge Tunnel seemed alive, breathing, growing, watching. Daniel felt a cold chill run through his body. The duplicate continued. Black Ridge Tunnel was never meant to connect two places. The passengers slowly turned toward them, their empty smiles never changing. It connects moments, moments in time. Daniel's heart pounded. 1987, 2026, tomorrow, yesterday. The duplicate pointed toward the tunnel. Everything exists there at once. The station trembled. A deep rumble echoed beneath the ground. Then Daniel finally understood. The passengers never disappeared. Train 117 never crashed. It became trapped, lost between moments, lost between years, lost between realities. The smiling passengers suddenly began walking, slowly, toward the tunnel, one by one, without speaking, without hesitation. Daniel shouted, "Stop!" Nobody listened. The duplicate grabbed his arm. "It's too late." Daniel pulled away. "There has to be a way." The duplicate smiled sadly. "There is." The tunnel suddenly glowed. A bright white light filled the darkness. For a moment, Daniel saw thousands of people, passengers, workers, travelers, all trapped within the tunnel. Different decades, different years, different lives, all waiting. The duplicate looked at him. "You can free them." Daniel stared. "How?" The answer came softly. "Someone has to stay behind." Silence. Daniel understood immediately. The duplicate wasn't another person. He was Daniel, an older Daniel, a Daniel who had already made the choice. A Daniel who had spent decades trapped inside Black Ridge Tunnel protecting everyone else. Tears filled Daniel's eyes. "No." The older Daniel smiled. "It's time." The station began collapsing, reality itself breaking apart. Passengers started fading into light. The tunnel roared. The older Daniel stepped forward, toward the darkness, toward the impossible. He stopped once, turned around, and smiled. "Thank you." Then he disappeared into the light. The tunnel exploded with brightness. Daniel closed his eyes. Everything vanished. Silence. Warm sunlight touched his face. Birds sang nearby. Daniel opened his eyes. He was standing beside Black Ridge Tunnel. Morning had arrived. The tunnel entrance was gone. Only a hillside remained, as if the tunnel had never existed. Police reports later revealed something impossible. Every passenger who had disappeared over the decades had returned. Safe, alive, unchanged. Nobody remembered where they had been. Train 117 was found abandoned, empty, silent. The mystery officially remained unsolved. Months later, Daniel sat at his apartment desk, writing the final chapter of his investigation. A gentle breeze moved through the room. Then he noticed something. An old photograph. The same picture from 1987. Daniel picked it up. The man with his face was gone. Only empty space remained, as though he had never been there. Daniel smiled. Outside the window, the evening sun slowly disappeared beyond the horizon. For the first time in a long time, the world felt normal again. But somewhere far away, a distant train whistle echoed through the night. Soft, gentle, almost impossible to hear. And for a brief moment, Daniel wondered, had Black Ridge Tunnel truly disappeared? Or was it simply waiting for another passenger? The end. Midnight Files, Season 1 complete. Locomotive Crescent Moon. As the night grows quiet and the mystery fades into the darkness, remember, some questions are never truly answered. Some doors are never meant to be opened. And some passengers never really leave the train. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the shadows of Black Ridge Tunnel. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more mysteries from Midnight Files. Until next time, sleep well, stay curious, and if you ever hear a distant train whistle in the middle of the night, you might want to listen carefully. Good night. Crescent Moon Locomotive.